Batting ninth, the catcher from Puerto Rico, number 43, Carlos Beltran. The starting pitcher for the Black Bears tonight is number 25. He's an Auburn commit, Bjorn Johnson. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you will please rise, remove your caps as we honor America with the singing of our national anthem. Please welcome our singer for tonight, Summer Bonner Davenport.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular bombs bursting in air, they gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us wherever you may be. It is opening weekend here in Longview, Washington. It is game 2 of the series between the Yakima Valley Pippins and the Cowlitz Black Bears. Let's take a look at the keys to the game. The Black Bears are going to look to limit the damage. In yesterday's loss, it was 6-4 the final score. The Black Bears allowed 3 runs in 2 different innings last night, so they're going to try to limit the damage today. And also the other key to the game is active on the bases. Once you get on, the Black Bears are going to want to advance the runners any chance they can get and take advantage of a ground ball that goes to the right side. If there's a runner at second, taking advantage of 90 feet at a time. Let's meet our pitcher. It's going to be Bjorn Johnson, who's getting the start for Cowlitz today. He's a big left-handed pitcher. He just finished his senior year of high school, and he is committed to Auburn. 6'2" left-hander will get the start for Cowlitz. He'll be facing this lineup for Yakima Valley. Leading off playing second is Caleb Milliken. Batting second, playing third base is Chris Clements. Batting third, playing first is Ryan McKinney. And in the cleanup spot out in right field is CJ Coiler. In the middle of the lineup, 5-6 hitters, is the left fielder Gabe Villaflor, the catcher Matt Chavez, who we saw at second base yesterday. He'll be putting down the signs tonight. 7, 8, and 9 is a designated hitter Peyton Graham, the shortstop Zach Blazak, and Kyle Williamson. Let's take a look at the defense for Cowlitz. Starting out in left field from left to right, we have Sam Canton and Carter Monda is the captain out there in center field, and Chase Elliott is in right. And the infield from left to right is Nick Miller, A.J. Singer in the sixth spot, Ren Cecil at second base, Noah Fields at first, and Carlos Beltran gets the start behind the plate for Cowlitz. We're just about to get underway for Game 2 of the 3-game set against Yakima Valley. And the first pitch in for strike 1.
First pitch is 7:39 p.m.
Absolutely beautiful weather here for Game 2 once again. Last night on opening night was tremendous as well. As Johnson's way ahead, 0-2 of his first batter, Caleb Milliken. It is a perfect 70 degrees here on Saturday evening. And a great crowd on hand. The 0-2 is put into play. The shortstop, A.J. Singer, moves to his right and throws across in time. 1 up and 1 down to get things started for Bjorn Johnson.
Now batting for the Pippins,
That'll bring up the number 2 hitter, the third baseman, Chris Clement. All 16 teams in the West Coast League opened up action last night, and they're all playing opening series this weekend across the league. Well, we've seen nothing but strikes so far from Bjorn Jordan. He's attacking the zone. Looks like he has great command of all of his pitches so far. Yet to throw a ball. And the 0-1 is on the outside corner and gets a swing and a miss from Chris Clement. In January of this year, the Cowlitz Black Bears announced MLB alumni Kelly Stedett as their new head coach. He's excited to be with Cowlitz this year. The 0-2 is fouled out of play, the first foul ball of the evening. Bjorn gets ready for the 0-2 as he looks for the signs from Carlos Beltran tonight. First ball of the game is way outside. American Workforce Group is positively impacting people and our community by placing motivated, qualified individuals at great places to work. American Workforce Group, built on relationships, backed by integrity. The 1-2 is fouled back once again. Both teams wearing the same jerseys and pants as they were yesterday. Cowlitz is in orange with the black Cowlitz across the chest with white bottoms. And the 1-2 is in and fouled back. Yakima Valley has baby blue tops with the Yakima Valley logo on the top left chest with gray pants. And the umpires for tonight are swapped from last night. The home plate umpire is Tom Purchase, and the field umpire is Jim Courtney. The 1-2 is hit into right field, and it's a line drive right at Chase Elliott. So 2 up and 2 down for Bjorn Johnson to start this game.
Now batting for the Pippins, the first baseman, number 44.
That brings
Ryan
up the number
McKinney.
3 hitter, the first baseman, Ryan McKinney. We're seeing a whole new lineup put out there for the Pippins. Only Chavez was the only guy in the lineup last night. We're seeing most of the same lineup for Cowlitz with a few switches here and there. The first pitch into McKinney is a breaking ball, and he gets a swing and a miss for strike number 1. The wind is blowing in a little bit from center field. See the flag whipping towards us. The 0-1 is up and away for ball 1. Bjorn looks in. He gets ready from the windup. And the 1-1 is a comebacker right to Johnson. He heads to first base and gives Noah Fields the underhand toss. As Bjorn Jordan faces the minimum here in the top of the first. We head to the home first, tied 0-0. We'll be right back to Longview, Washington after this.
Welcome back to David Story Field for another exciting game of Black Bears baseball. We have a great lineup of summer events planned for you that you won't want to miss out. Here's some of the upcoming games. Present your Fiber Federal card at the ticket office at game day and receive $5 off your admission. Don't forget to visit
office system. We've called Longview home for over 30 years. We're different from the big guys because we're a small Southwest Washington company that's involved in our community. We understand the needs of today's small to medium-sized business and go that extra mile to keep you up and running. Toshiba, Canon, Samsung, HP, and Sharp are just a few of the makes that we service. We service just about any copier or laser printer. Our prices can't be beat. We are committed to providing the best value for the money. River Cities Transit, Longview, and Kelso's public transportation system. River Cities has 9 routes to connect you to where you want to go. Use Google to find the stop near you or visit rctransit.org for route schedules, trip planning, fare information, and the Where's My Bus feature. We're getting ready to start the bottom of the first inning. Let's take a look at the Cowlitz lineup, brought to you by Drew's Grocery. Leading things off, playing right is Chase Elliott. Batting second is the left fielder, Sam Canton. Ball 1 to Chase Elliott. And the third hitter is the shortstop, A.J. Singer. The cleanup hitter, first baseman, Noah Fields. As the 1-0 is at the knees for strike 1 against Chase Elliott to even up the count. The fifth and sixth hitters are the designated hitter, Vinny Salvione, and the center fielder, Carta Monda. The 1-1 fouled back into the netting, and the 7, 8, 9 hitters are the third baseman, Nick Miller, the second baseman, Ren Cecil, and the catcher getting his first start of the season is Carlos Beltran. The 1-2 to the leadoff man, Chase Elliott, is swung on, and it was foul-tipped right in front of Matt Chavez, who tags out Chase Elliott for out number 1. So that'll bring up the left fielder, Sam Canton. We'll take a look at Yakima Valley's defensive alignment in just a minute. We have the lefty-on-lefty matchup here as Sam Canton takes in around the hands for strike number 1. The 0-1 is pushed into right field, and C.J. Coiler tracks it down for 2 quick outs here in the bottom of the first inning. The pitcher for Yakima Valley is Ethan Solscheider. Ethan pitched at Pierce College this last year. First pitch into A.J. Singer, he takes for strike 1. Solscheider pitched 89 innings this year, and he ended with a 2.02 ERA. Very nice work this year at Pierce College. It's a 1-1 count to the number 3 hitter, A.J. Singer, who waits from the lefty. And the breaking ball, he's out in front of that. It's going to be 1 ball and 2 strikes. Solscheider's looking to do what Johnson did in the top of this inning, and that was retire the side in order. The 1-2, just a bit up around the letters to even up the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody on, and 2 aboard here in the bottom of the first. We are still scoreless. And the 2-2, Solscheider tried to get a chase from A.J. Singer, who was able to lay off that breaking ball in the dirt. We have Game 3 of the series taking place tomorrow afternoon. It's a 1:05 start time. The 3-2 is put into play. A line drive right at Caleb Milliken to end the inning. Both pitchers with a quick 1-2-3 first. We head to the top of the second, scoreless.
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears.
Welcome back as we begin the top of the second inning. First pitch swinging is Noah Fields, who fouls it right in front. It's going to be C.J. Coiler, who fouls it right in front of Carlos Beltran for strike number 1 here in the second inning. 4, 5, and 6 hitters due up after Johnson recorded a 1-2-3 first inning. He's way ahead of Coiler, 0-2. The southpaw, who's committed to Auburn, looks in and gets ready for the 0-2 and gets a swing and a miss. It's a drop third strike as he retires him at first base for out number 1. So 4 up and 4 down to start the evening for Bjorn Johnson.
Now batting for the Pippins, the left fielder, number 22, Gabe Villaflor.
Let's take a look at the recent history with Yakima Valley as Gabe Villaflor steps in for his first at-bat. First pitch swinging. It's a ground ball to A.J. Singer, who's been busy at the shortstop position. He throws across the diamond for 2 quick outs here in the second inning. Both these pitchers working quickly and effectively. These two teams did not play each other last season. The last time they faced each other was during the 2021 season. Out of the 2 series played, the Ball Cubs split the games with one another, going 3-3. The home team won each of those series. The Black Bears are behind in this series, 0-1, dropping the opening night game last night. But they're looking to bounce back to even up the series this evening. Johnson gets ready for the 0-1, and that's just a bit out. 1 ball and 1 strike. We're going to be back here at David Story Field next weekend. So that'll be the next home series. The 1-1 is fouled back out of play. That'll come after Cowlitz will travel to Bellingham for their first road series of the season for a midweek series against the Bellingham Bells. That'll take place Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. You can listen live on CowlitzBlackBears.com. The 1-2 is swung on and missed as Bjorn Johnson is 2 strikeouts in the inning and 6 up and 6 down to start his outing. We head to the home second, scoreless. We'll be right back.
The home run bargain blast. Thanks to Longview Grocery Outlet, when the Black Bears score, you score. Every game that features a Black Bears home run, you will receive a free case of bottled water with any purchase at your local Longview Grocery Outlet. We'd also like to take this time to recognize some special guests in attendance tonight. Please welcome your local Longview Grocery Outlet sitting in the picnic section, in the picnic table section. We also want to recognize a special fundraiser group. The Longview
Safeway and Albertson stores are proud to sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears. The Safeway Albertsons Foundation gives back locally in all communities it serves, including right here in Longview and Kelso. Where we give is where we live. Safeway Albertsons, dedicated to bettering the lives of people in our neighborhoods. The Daily News is your local go-to newspaper. Get the latest local news and notices at tdn.com. We also help businesses with our full-service amplified digital agency. Contact us today to amplify your business. Go Black Bears. Cowlitz Black Bears Baseball is brought to you by Three Rivers Eye Care. Give them a call for all your eye care needs at 414-8000. Proud to be a longtime sponsor of your Black Bears. We get ready for the home half of the second inning. We have yet to see a base runner. Both pitchers looking solid to start the game. First pitch as Noah Fields fouls that down the left field line. He's behind 0-2. Noah Fields, Vinny Salvione, and Carter Monda due up. Yesterday we saw Carter Monda leading things off. Today he'll be in the 6th spot. The 0-1 is hit towards the shortstop. Zach Blazak gets the out. So 4 up and 4 down for Solscheider.
Black Bears. Designated hitter, number 6, Vinny.
That brings up the designated hitter, number 6, Vinny Salvione. Vinny plays ball at the University of Portland. And he's from Milwaukee, Oregon. He swings at the first pitch. It's a grounder to the second baseman, Milliken, who gets there in time. So 5 up and 5 down.
Now batting for the Black Bears, the center fielder, number 7.
Well, early on here, it's looking like it's going to be a pitching duel between Bjorn Johnson of Cowlitz and Ethan Solscheider of Yakima Valley. Both of them in the zone early on. They have great command of all their pitches in their arsenal here tonight early. The 1-0 is lifted into center field. Kyle Williamson and C.J. Coiler come together. It's Coiler who makes the catch out in right field.
Still loaded up, 0-0.
So 6 up and 6 down for both pitchers as we head to the top of the third.
Fans, it's a great time to head over to the merch tent. Right now, Corby is going to be over at the merch tent, ready to take pictures.
Summer and baseball are a winning ticket, and it's time for the games to begin. Peace Health is excited again to join with the Cowlitz Black Bears as a sponsor and to cheer on the team as they vie for the West Coast League title. Black Bears games make a great family outing. Bring the whole crew to the ballpark to enjoy a safe, fun outdoor event featuring a dynamic team that will have everyone cheering. As the largest health provider in Cowlitz County, Peace Health is here to step up to the plate and keep your family in the game, whether it's a routine appointment or specialty or emergency care. Peace Health and the Cowlitz Black Bears, 2 great teams here for our community.
I like to think of myself as a confident backseat driver. Mom, brakes please. Gotcha. But these days, I'm less confident in the economy. Same here, buddy. Thankfully, Let's Walk Tires helps make sure that our safety never takes a backseat, even when we're watching our wallets. Have a turn, Mom.
Drivers and backseat drivers safe with Leshwag tires.
First pitch here in the top of the third is a strike delivered to Peyton Graham. Bottom of the lineup due up for Yakima Valley, Graham, Blazak, and Williamson as Johnson gets back to work. And that's just a bit outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Both of these pitchers have been excellent so far. It was a very quick 2 innings. Both of them have faced the minimum. Bjorn Johnson gets the call there and is ahead 1 ball and 2 strikes. He looks in, gets the sign from Beltran, gets ready from the windup, and that's just outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. I hope you can join us at the ballpark next weekend. That series is going to be against the Edmonton Riverhawks. The 2-2 is a chopper, and we'll see if they let it go foul, and they do. They would not have had a play if they tried to get their runner at first. Graham was already towards first base when they were letting that go foul, but a nice choice there by Nick Miller. So it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. New head coach this year, Kelly Stinnett. He coached at Edmonton last season, so he'll know a little bit more about the Riverhawks. Johnson, the 2-2, just below the zone. It's the first full count we've seen out of Bjorn Johnson. Graham, the righty on lefty matchup, awaits the payoff pitch. The 3-2 is lifted into center field. Carter Monda takes a few steps back, but no big deal for out number 1 here in the 3rd inning. Verney's Pizza, a local staple and proud sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears. Verney's Pizza is happy providing great pizza to great baseball fans. Come in or call ahead. The shortstop, Zach Blazak, digs in from the left side. Facing the southpaw, Bjorn Johnson, who is committed to Auburn. He will be starting his freshman year in the fall. The 1-0 is hit towards the second baseman, Ren Cecil. So 2 up and 2 down here in the third inning. Now batting for Yakima Valley is the center fielder, Kyle Williamson. He is from Las Vegas, Nevada. He swings at the fastball. That's outside for strike 1. Johnson gets ready for the 0-1. Hit into right center field on a line as it's going to roll all the way to the fence. Extra bases for the number 9 hitter, Kyle Williamson. A stand-up, 2-out double. The first hit of the ball game for either team. That will flip the batting lineup over as the leadoff man, Caleb Milliken, steps in from the left side with a runner in scoring position for the first time tonight. That forces Johnson to go into the stretch for the first time. Mentioned it last night, but we're seeing a lot of pitchers nowadays pitch from the stretch even with nobody on. What that does is it limits the movements that you make, so it limits the mistakes that you can make with your body. But Bjorn Johnson is working from the windup tonight with nobody on. Chopper down to the second baseman, Ren Cecil, who gets Caleb Milliken. So nothing doing of the 2-out double. We head to the bottom of the third inning, 0-0.
I like to think of myself as a confident backseat driver. Mom, brakes please. Gotcha. But these days, I'm less confident in the economy. Same here, buddy. Thankfully, less wall tires helps make sure that our safety never takes a backseat, even when we're watching our wallets. Have a turn, Mom.
Drivers and backseat drivers safe with Lashwall tires. Doing the right thing since 1952.
Keep you dry in the rain or snow. 5777200. Weather Guard.
The bottom of the third. The Black Bears.
Welcome back to David Story Field. We are in the bottom of the third inning, 0-0. Both of these pitchers in the zone. Great pitching matchup today. 7-8-9 due up here in the bottom of the third. Nick Miller, Ren Cecil, and Carlos Beltran. Miller showed bump, but pulled back.
Correction, this is number 8, Jake Schultz.
And it's correction. We had a lineup change at the last minute. It's going to be Jake Scholes instead of Nick Miller.
Now batting for the Black Bears, the second baseman, number 39, Ren Cecil.
And after that out of Jake Scholes, it is Ren Cecil now batting with nobody on and one away. He's behind in the count. 0-1. And that's trickled foul towards Cowlitz dugout as Solscheider's way ahead, 0-2. Ren Cecil is in familiar grounds as he plays right here at LCC. It's a ground ball towards Zach Blazak, who fires over to first base in time for 2 quick outs here in the 3rd inning. So that brings up the catcher, number 43, Carlos Beltran. Carlos is from Puerto Rico. Righty on lefty matchup here. He's the number 9 hitter. No relations to the other Carlos Beltran that many of you baseball fans know. The 1-0 is hit at the third baseman, Chris Clement, who bobbled it at first, throws a low throw over, and it's not in time. So the first base runner of the afternoon will reach via error of Chris Clement at third base. So after that E5, that's going to flip the batting lineup over. And the right fielder, Chase Elliott, digs in. Elliott was a strikeout victim. His last time up, the only strikeout of the game so far for Solscheider. First pitch swinging is fouled towards the right side. In foul territory, the second baseman, Caleb Milliken, calls off the first baseman, Ryan McKinney. And that retires the side. We head to the top of the 4th, 0-0.
Hi, this is Mike from Yakima. We've been part of this community for years.
Call WeatherGuard.
577-7200. WeatherGuard!
Leading off the 4th inning.
It is only 7:08, and we are beginning the top of the 4th inning. Both pitchers making quick of their work. 2-3-4 due up for Yakima Valley, the heart of their lineup, as Bjorn Johnson gets back to work. Both of these pitchers attacking the zone, getting ahead in the count to these hitters, and we've seen both teams be aggressive tonight as Bjorn Johnson's way ahead 0-2. We're seeing swings early on in the count. We've only seen one full count. That resulted in the double off the bat of Kyle Williamson last inning. The 0-2 is a soft grounder towards Ren Cecil, who flips it to Noah Fields for 1 out here in the 4th inning. That brings up Ryan McKinney, the first baseman, batting 3rd in the lineup for Yakima Valley. His last time up was a soft comebacker towards Johnson. He awaits the first pitch, swinging. Like we've talked about, both these teams aggressive early. Carter Monda settles under it after it finally comes down. 1 pitch and 1 out is all Johnson needs to retire McKinney.
Now batting for the Pippins, the right fielder, number 27, C.J. Coiler.
Usually pitchers who are having as much success as these two are, the managers tell their group, go up there and swing early because you don't know if you're going to get another good pitch to hit. As we saw again, first pitch swinging is the cleanup man, C.J. Coiler, and that's fouled back, heads up into the stands. It found its way over the netting. Johnson delivers the 0-1. Another fastball is fouled back out of play on the right side this time. So again, ahead of the batter, 0-2. Working from the windup, the 0-2 is outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. If you're a batter and you get behind to either of these pitchers, 0-1, 0-2, good luck. They have so many pitches that are effective. The breaking balls working with the fastballs. And the 1-2 is fouled back as C.J. Coiler will see another one. Solscheider works with a fastball, a changeup, and he calls it a slurve, his third pitch. Is all 3 working for him. As Bjorn Johnson, just below the knees. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nobody on and 2 away here in the top of the 4th. We are scoreless. Only 1 hit so far. That was from Kyle Williamson in the 3rd. The 2-2 is hit into left center field. Carter Monda and Sam Canton get to it all the way towards the wall. Carter Monda gets it back in, but not before C.J. Coiler has a stand-up double. Same thing happened last inning when Williamson had a 2-out double in the 3rd. C.J. Coiler does it this time, and it brings up Gabe Villaflor. Villaflor grounded out to short his last time up. He'll have an RBI opportunity here with 2 away in the 4th. He's behind 0-1. Seeing a lot of first pitch strikes from both of these pitchers. Working from the stretch, the 0-1 is inside. As we're seeing Coiler with a big secondary lead. Nobody's holding him on, so he's able to wander off as we see Ren Cecil go a little bit closer to the bag to try to keep Coiler honest at second base. Johnson checks back as Cecil gets back into position. It's a ground ball up the first base line, and it's foul. The first baseman, Noah Fields, about 5 steps off the line on the first base side. Johnson works from the left side of the rubber, but not as dramatic as we saw yesterday from Moquin. He steps off, so we'll get new signs from Carlos Beltran. There is a runner on second base, so they're probably putting down a few more signs. The 1-2, the runner goes, and it's fouled back on the high fastball. Coiler was getting closer to third base each step as no one was covering seconds. He would have stolen third very easily. Cecil's over there right now, trying to keep him close, but there is 2 outs. So Cecil gets back into position. The runner does not go, and the breaking ball gets a swing and a miss. Strikeout number 3 from Bjorn Johnson as we head to the bottom of the 4th, still scoreless. Woods Logging Supply is Longview's one-stop shop for the logging. One-stop shop for the logging, maritime, and the construction industries. Let the mechanics in our saw shop keep your outdoor equipment running smoothly this summer. Need a custom hose made? Woods' knowledgeable hydraulic techs make assemblies in-house while you wait, so you can get back to the job quick. Don't forget to stock up on your Woods logo gear. We've got stuff for the whole family. We start the bottom of the fourth inning. Sam Canton, A.J. Singer, and Noah Fields due up. 2, 3, and 4 hitters for Cowlitz, who's still looking for their first base hit of the afternoon. The 1-0 is sky high towards the third baseman, Chris Clement. Tracks it down in the infield. 1 up and 1 down for Solscheider here in the fourth.
A.J. Singer.
Now to bring up the number 3 hitter, the shortstop, A.J. Singer, who lined out to second his last time up. He takes strike 1. A.J. Singer plays ball at Iowa Western. He takes on the outside corner for strike number 2. Solscheider gets the ball back and is ready to fire away right away. The 0-2 is a chopper, and it's going to be a tough play for the shortstop, who bare hands it and is unable to get a grip on it. So the first hit of the game is going to be an infield single for A.J. Singer. It is the second base runner of the game. Carlos Beltran reached on an error back in the third, but the first hit comes here in the fourth from A.J. Singer. We'll take another look at that in just a minute. It was a tough play for the shortstop, Zach Blazak, who tried to barehand it. Bobbled it at first, throws a low throw over, and the 0-1 to Noah Fields. Swung on and fouled down the right side, and that's out of play. No balls and 2 strikes to the cleanup man. Noah Fields plays ball at Tacoma Community College. He awaits the 0-2 and gets a piece of it out of play. We'll see another one. We've seen nothing but strikes from both of these pitchers today. Both having tremendous first outings of this 2023 West Coast League season. Before the 0-2 pitch to Fields, Solscheider checks on Singer at first, who gets back in time. A big lead over at first base for Singer. The 0-2 is a chopper at the third baseman. Chris Clement charges it and gets Noah Fields by a step for out number 2. First time the Cowlitz Black Bears have a runner in scoring position. A.J. Singer at second base with 2 outs for the designated hitter, Vinny Salvione. First pitch is just outside for ball 1. Vinny just finished his freshman year at University of Portland. The infielder comes away empty. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1 on the inside corner, strike 2. We have yet to see a 3-ball count from Solscheider, who is attacking the zone with every pitch. Both southpaws have it tonight. The 1-2 outside gets a swing and a miss from Salvione. That is strikeout number 2 for Solscheider. We head to the top of the 5th. Still 0-0. We'll be right back from Longview, Washington.
Hi, this is Mike from Yakima. We've been part of this community for years.
Summer and baseball are a winning ticket, and it's time for the games to begin. Peace Health is excited again to join with the Cowlitz Black Bears as a sponsor and to cheer on the team as they vie for the West Coast League title. Black Bears games make a great family outing. Bring the whole crew to the ballpark to enjoy a safe, fun outdoor event featuring a dynamic team that will have everyone cheering. As the largest health provider in Cowlitz County, Peace Health is here to step up to the plate and keep your family in the game, whether it's a routine appointment or specialty or emergency care. Peace Health and the Cowlitz Black Bears, 2 great teams here for our community.
We are already starting the top of the 5th inning. We have 3 hits total, 2 hits for Yakima Valley and 1 hit for Cowlitz.
All right, leading off the top of the 5th for the Pippins, the catcher, number 21, Matt Chavez.
Matt Chavez will lead things off for the Pippins here in the top of the 5th. 6, 7, 8 hitters due up. The southpaw Johnson continues his work on the bump for Cowlitz. First pitch is a curveball low that he gets a swing and a miss from Chavez, who was a strikeout victim his last time up. That was 1 of 3 strikeouts so far for Bjorn Johnson, and the 0-1 is fouled back into the netting. The 0-2 is down the left field line, and that'll be fouled. We will do it again. The manager for Yakima Valley is Kyle Crustangel. He's Yakima Valley College's head coach. The 0-2 is lifted into right center field, and it's right field to Chase Elliott for out number 1 here in the 5th inning. Their coach, Kyle Crustangel, has been the coach at Yakima Valley College since 2015. He has a great and impressive record. He's 173-77. That includes winning the 2016 NWAC championship. First pitch into Peyton Graham is strike 1. And we've come to expect that from Johnson this evening. He has consistently been getting first pitch strike. The 0-1 is fouled back. Johnson way ahead, 0-2. Nobody on, 1 away here in the top of the 5th. We are scoreless. We have not seen a runner at third base yet today. We've seen a runner at second in scoring position a couple different times, but not at third. The 0-2 breaking ball gets Peyton Graham. Graham frozen there.
Now batting for the Pippins, the shortstop.
That's the first strikeout looking for Bjorn Johnson, as he adds to his total, now at 4. That brings up Zach Blazak, the number 8 hitter, the shortstop, grounded out to second his last time up. And the first pitch is right off his arm. So a 2-out hit by pitch. That brings up the center fielder, Kyle Williamson, who had the first hit of the game. That came back in the third with a 2-out double down the right field line. But after giving up that 2-out double, Johnson was able to retire Milliken. So nothing doing back in the third. What a shock. Strike one from Johnson. So he's back in the stretch. The lefty checks on Blazak at first, delivers home, and that's low for ball one. Johnson looks in. He and Beltran on the same page. The 1-1 is outside, 2-1. Joining head coach Kelly Stinnett on the Black Bears on-field coaching staff is pitching coach Justin Parrish and the assistant coach Shane McCarroll. The 2-1 into Kyle Williamson. Williamson lifts it into right field. Chase Elliott took his first step in, and then he goes back a few to make the catch for out number 3. So we head to the bottom of the 5th, still scoreless here on Saturday evening.
Third base side, general admission. It's time to...
Keep you dry in the rain or snow.
577-7200.
Weather Guard!
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears.
We start the bottom of the 5th. Strike one called on Carter Monda. Monda, Schulz, and Cecil due up. The 0-1 is hit towards the shortstop, Zach Blazak, who throws across the diamond for out number 1. Solscheider is only at 40 pitches. Next pitch will be number 40. And on the other side, Bjorn Johnson is at 60 pitches. Both of them working effectively and efficiently here in Game 2 of the 3-game series. Solscheider gets Jake Schulz to chase for strike 1. And the second pitch on the inside corner for strike number 2. Schulz already in an 0-2 count. He flew out to first base his last time up in the 3rd. The 0-2 is in the dirt. Solscheider averaging just about 10 pitches per inning. As that fastball's upstairs, 2 balls and 2 strikes. You want your pitcher to average about 15 pitches an inning, while Solscheider's doing better than that at 10. The 2-2 is roped down the line, but that's foul. to Bob Story Goods Party Deck out there. A great viewing spot to take in the ball game. We hope you can join us tomorrow for the series finale against Yakima Valley. First pitch is scheduled for 1:05. If you can't join us tomorrow, we'll be right back here next weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday against the Edmonton Riverhawks. 6:35, 6:35, and 1:05 next weekend. The 2-2 just outside as we see Solscheider. Solscheider is in his first first full count of the game, and he gets Schulz to watch that one. That's a strikeout looking for Schulz. Third strikeout for Solscheider. So 2 away here in the bottom of the 5th. That brings up Ren Cecil, who grounded out to short his last time up. That was back in the 3rd inning. The 1-0 is hit at the shortstop. Zach Blazak has a wide throw, and it takes Ryan McKinney off the bag, but the umpire calls him out as he makes a big stretch over there at first base, does Ryan McKinney. Let's take another look at that one. And now the umpire is saying safe. So we'll take a look at that replay here in just a moment as Yakima Valley's defense will have to come back out. So let me dissect this for you a little bit. At first, it was the home plate umpire who called out the runner at first base, Tom Purchase. But Jim Courtney, the field umpire, came in and said he was off the bag. Inning. The 1-0 is hit at the shortstop. Zach Blazak has a wide throw, and it takes Ryan McKinney off the bag, but the umpire calls him, and now the home plate umpire is the one who is calling him safe, saying he was off the bag. So the inning will continue. That will go down as an error. So after that E6, Cecil leads from first as Carlos Beltran takes a rare first pitch ball. Before Solscheider delivers the second pitch, he checks Ren Cecil over at first. Got a decent size lead from first. A big swing and a miss from the catcher Carlos Beltran, who reached on an error, his only at bat back in the 3rd. So Solscheider working from the stretch in the 1-1 count, and that's a foul tip into the mitt of Matt Chavez. The Cowlitz Black Bears are excited to welcome you back to Story Field. We have endured so much together during the 2 years. We remedy that any remaining minor conveniences will be over soon. The 1-2 is fouled back. Thank you, fans, for your patience and understanding. Let's go Black Bears. A fantastic environment here at the ballpark. Concessions, beers, sodas for the kids. That's a 1-2 is a ball. 2 balls and 2 strikes. A runner on first and 2 away. It is 0-0 here in the bottom of the 5th. Solscheider checks the runner 2 different times before he delivers home. So much movement on that off-speed pitch. Strikeout number 4 for Solscheider as we head to the top of the 6th, scoreless.
right thing since 1952.
First call to the bullpen of the game for either side. Ethan Solscheider ended his day with 4 strikeouts and 5 scoreless innings. He gave up 2 hits and pitched outstanding here in his season debut. So the pitcher taking over for Johnson is Imboden. Noah Imboden plays right here at Lower Columbia College. The 1-0 is hit at the second baseman, Ren Cecil, who retires Caleb Milliken for out number 1 here in the 6th.
The third baseman, number 7, Chris Clement.
Top of the lineup due up in the 6th. As Milliken's already retired, it's Chris Clement now at the plate. The lefty gets ahead of Clement, 0-1. Noah's favorite athlete is a pitcher, Clayton Kershaw, pitcher for the Los Angeles Dodgers. The 0-1 is hit right back up the middle where it came from, and that's a base hit for the number 2 hitter, Clement. So a 1-out single for Yakima Valley. Only the 3rd hit for the Pippins. That brings up the first baseman, Ryan McKinney, who is 0 for 2. Hit a comebacker back in the 1st. And he flew out to center back in the 4th. We'll have an opportunity with 1 on and 1 away here in the 6th. Imboden throws a fastball way out. Clayton Kershaw, also one of my favorite athletes. I'm a big Dodgers fan. So anybody on the Dodgers I'll take for any of these guys' favorite athletes. I was excited when I saw that. It's like, oh, and me and Noah are going to be friends this summer watching Dodger games on the long bus rides. We have 1 plane trip scheduled this year as well. That'll come later on in the season, next month in July. Imboden checks the runner a couple times before he delivers the 1-1, and that's fouled on the hands. 1-2 to Ryan McKinney. That trip to Edmonton will be July 21st through the 23rd. The team will head up north of the border. It's the only trip to Canada this season for the Cowlitz Black Bears. The 1-2 is just outside, just misses the zone. 2 balls and 2 strikes for the big left-hander. Not a huge lead from first base from Clement, just a few steps off. The 2-2 is in the dirt. A nice stop there from Carlos Beltran to keep Clement planted at first base. We are seeing the first baseman, Noah Fields, hold on the runner to keep him close, as we usually do at first base. We'll sometimes see guys hold on at second and third, but it's just really depending on the situation. We see it most times at first. The payoff pitch, Noah Imboden gets a swing and a miss from McKinney. First strikeout for Imboden since he came in for relief of Bjorn Johnson, who had a fantastic evening. He finished his day with 60 pitches, 5 scoreless innings for Cowlitz. So 2 away and the runner on first for the cleanup man, C.J. Coiler. A long pause from Imboden before he delivers home. Just a bit outside for ball 1. We're seeing the shadows start to creep in a little bit, as we will most nights here at David Story Field with first pitches, usually scheduled for 6:35, unless it's on the Sundays, which is afternoon starts. So these shadows are going to be in play all season long. And Bowden finding the zone once again to even the count. The shortstop and third baseman, and actually all the infielders in shade right now. And there's a little bit of sunlight between the pitching mound and the plate. The 1-1 is a swing and a miss as Coiler's way out in front of that one. Pitchers are looking good tonight. We're seeing a lot of movement on those balls, messing with the timing of the hitters as well. And Bowden gets ready for the 1-2. The runner goes, a throw down, a good one. And in time to get Chris Clements. What a throw by Carlos Beltran to end the inning. We head to the bottom of the 6th as Cowlitz picks up some momentum on defense. We'll be right back.
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears.
Keep you dry in the rain or snow. 577-7200. Weather Guard.
Let's take another look at what ended the last inning. A fantastic throw from Carlos Beltran. And Bowden gets ready for the 1-2. The runner goes, a throw down, a good one. And in time to get in time. Fantastic play behind the plate to end the inning. Here we are in the bottom of the 6th. Showing bunt is the leadoff man, Chase Elliott. Cowlitz just with one hit this afternoon against Solscheider, who has been in the zone attacking early and often. The 0-1 is fouled off the bat of Elliott. Elliott's 0 for 2. The only hit in the game belongs to A.J. Singer, who is due up this inning. The 0-2 is fouled back into the netting by Elliott. Chase Elliott plays ball at Mount Hood Community College. He's out in front of that one. Another strikeout for Solscheider. So much movement on those off-speed pitches. That's strikeout number 5 for Solscheider. He falls behind. To the left fielder, the left-hander, Sam Canton, as he takes strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, nobody on, and 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th, and the 1-1's fouled back. Canton lined out to right, his first time up, and he flew out to the third baseman back in the 4th. He's 0 for 2. Lefty on lefty matchup. Is hit up the middle, on the right side. The second baseman throws it to nobody who was covering first. And that'll be another infield single. Both singles were infield singles. soft contact so far from Solscheider. So that brings up A.J. Singer, who has the only other hit of the ball game. That was his last time up back in the fourth. He is 1 for 2. He lined out to second in the first. But he's hit the ball hard both times up. First pitch swing, and he wastes no time, is fouled out of play. We have yet to see a runner for either team reach third base tonight. The 0-1 is up and out, 1 ball and 1 strike. We've seen 3 total runners reach second base, but have yet to see a runner reach third. A.J. Singer awaits the 1-1, and that's fouled back on that fastball. Solscheider in the zone and attacking. He gets the ball back from Matt Chavez and is ready to go. He's waiting on the batters. But that's what it's like if you're in the zone, if you're on the mound. The 1-2 is a low breaking ball to even up the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Sam Canton has a decent lead at first base. The 2-2 is a soft chopper towards the third baseman who gets the lead runner, but the ball was hit too soft to try to turn 2. So that'll be a fielder's choice for A.J. Singer. That was a nice play by Chris Clement, the third baseman, to get the lead runner. Underhand toss towards the second baseman, Caleb Milliken. So that brings up Noah Fields, the cleanup hitter for Cowlitz, who swings at the first pitch. That's a chopper towards the Yakima Valley dugout. Noah Fields just finished his freshman year at Tacoma Community College. That's fouled off his foot. He's in the hole 0-2. He hit .274 this season for Tacoma Community College. The 0-2, he's out in front of it. Strikeout number 6 for Solscheider as we finish the 6th. We are all knotted up 0-0 as we head to the top of the 7th.
Peace Health is excited again to join with the Cowlitz Black Bears as a sponsor and to cheer on the team as they vie for the West Coast League title. Black Bears games make a great family outing. Bring the whole crew to the ballpark to enjoy a safe, fun outdoor event featuring a dynamic team that will have everyone cheering. As the largest health provider in Cowlitz County, Peace Health is here to step up to the plate and keep your family in the game. Whether it's a routine appointment or specialty or emergency care, Peace Health and the Cowlitz Black Bears, 2 great teams here for our community.
Noah Imboden gets back to work for Cowlitz here in the top of the 7th. 5 total hits in the ball game. We've still yet to see a runner reach third base. It is 0-0 here in the top of the 7th. Game 2 of the 3-game set between the Yakima Valley Pippins and the Cowlitz Black Bears. The first pitch swing is down the right field line, and that's out of play as Chase Elliott tried to track it down, but just beyond his reach into the Cowlitz bullpen. We see somebody loosening up down in the bullpen for Cowlitz. I'll let you know who that is if I can get an eye on him. The 0-1 from Imboden is a fastball up around the letters for ball 1. The wind blowing in from center field, about 8-mile-an-hour winds. The 1-1, beautiful. That looked like a Clayton Kershaw curveball from Imboden. Both southpaws with great curveballs. The 1-2 from Imboden, he goes to a slider. 2 balls and 2 strikes, nobody on and nobody out here in the top of the 7th. Coiler comes away empty, strike 3. That brings up the number 5 hitter, the left fielder, Gabe Villaflor. He's looking for his first hit this afternoon. He grounded out to short in the 2nd, and then he struck out back in the 4th. Wastes no time swinging at the first pitch. It's fouled back right into the netting. Imboden just inside and low for ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. One just outside the zone, 2 balls and 1 strike. We're seeing the lefty Imboden. He's working all the way from the left side of the rubber as far as you can get towards the third base side. Cowlitz looking to bounce back after losing on opening night 6-4 against Yakima Valley. The 2-2, another strikeout for Imboden. 2 strikeouts to start the 7th inning, both swinging to the middle of the lineup. So that brings up the catcher, Matt Chavez, who's a strikeout victim back in the 2nd. That was when Johnson was still in the game. Johnson pitched outstanding for Cowlitz. Bjorn pitched 5 scoreless innings, just giving up 2 hits. But on the other side, Ethan Solscheider is doing well himself, putting up zeros. 1-1 to the catcher. Nobody on, 2 away. 1-1 is fouled back and out of play. The Cowlitz Black Bears invite you to enjoy the exciting new selections on the concessions menu. Skip the line and order delicious food and refreshing beverages from your seat using the Fan Food app. The 1-2, the breaking ball, misses as Matt Chavez does a nice job taking that pitch. A lot of movement on that breaking ball from Imboden. Get the Fan Food app, scan the QR code found throughout the ballpark, and you'll get notified when your order is ready. Imboden shakes off the first pitch from Beltran. They're on the same page. And just a bit up and out. So full count now. The payoff pitch from Imboden is lifted to center field. Carter Monda will track it down. A 1-2-3 7th inning for Imboden as we will stretch here at the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the 7th, 0-0. Vinny Salvione will get things started for the Black Bears here in the bottom of the 7th. Comes away empty for strike one. Solscheider still out there for Yakima Valley. He just continues to put up zeros for the Pippins. He's only allowed 2 hits through 6+ innings. The 1-1 right down Main Street. Strike 2 to Vinny, who was 0 for 2. He was a strikeout victim his last time up. 1 of 6 strikeouts for Solscheider. The 1-2 is non-competitive outside pitch, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Middle of the lineup due up for Cowlitz this inning, 5, 6, and 7 hitters. The 2-2 is fouled right at Yakima's dugout. Fortunately, went off the railing. All the players leaning over the railing. If that would have been any higher, it would have struck somebody, but luckily it was on the ground. The 2-2 is battled off once again by Salvione. Could not have asked for more perfect weather on opening weekends here in the West Coast League, and that 2-2 is just a bit outside. A rare full count we've seen from Solscheider tonight. Here comes the payoff pitch to Salvione, and that's up and away, the same location. So a lead-off walk issued to the designated hitter. First time Cowlitz has had their leadoff man aboard. So that brings up the number 6 hitter, the center fielder, Carter Monda. Monda tried to lay down a bunt on the high fastball, and it rolls foul. Monda from just south of here, Vancouver, Washington. He plays college ball at Clark College. He awaits the 0-1, shows bunt again, and it's another foul. Solscheider pounding him with the fastball as he's trying to lay down a bunt. So 0-2. We'll see if Monda tries to lay down another bunt in a 2-strike count as Solscheider checks Salvione at first base, who gets back safely. Monda hit .242 this season. He recorded 15 RBIs, and he has speed as well. He had 13 stolen bags. He takes ball 1. He played in 40 games for Clark College this season. He also scored 30 runs for him in those 40 games played. He awaits the 1-2, and Solscheider checks the runner once again. Maybe a hit and run that he's hinting at Cowlitz is doing, or guessing that Cowlitz is doing. So he checks in for the sign from Chavez. The 1-2 is hit into right center field, and the right fielder, C.J. Coiler, tracks it down for the first out of the 7th inning. That was one of the hardest hit balls we've seen so far off of Solscheider. So with a runner on first base and 1 away, brings up Jake Schultz. It was a last-minute change. It was Nick Miller that was sketched in the starting lineup, but Jake Schultz made the late start. He takes ball 1. The 1-0, the runner's going on that hit and run. The first baseman, Ryan McKinney, goes to his right and makes a diving attempt head first to get the speedy Jake Schultz. We'll take another look at that. A fantastic play by Ryan McKinney at first base on that 3 unassisted. It does move Vinny Salvione over into scoring position for Cowlitz here in the bottom of the 7th inning for the number 8 hitter, Ren Cecil. The 1-0, the runner's going on that hit and run. The first baseman, Ryan McKinney, goes to his right and makes a dive. Great athleticism from Ryan McKinney. It's 1-0 now to the number 8 hitter who reached on an error his last time up in the 5th. Before Solscheider throws the 1-0, he checks on Salvione at second, who was almost halfway between second and third. Or that was a little bit dramatic. Maybe a third of the way there. The 1-0 painted very nicely on that bottom outside corner. 1 ball and 1 strike. Nobody is holding on the runner at second. Caleb Milliken is leaning that way, but not actually holding him on. And that's low for ball 2. This is the first trouble we've seen Solscheider in all game long, but he does have 2 outs, and that's just low. He falls behind to Cecil, 3 balls and 1 strike. If it gets to him, it's going to be Carlos Beltran who will bat next. Solscheider checks the runner. Working from the stretch, the 3-1 is hit up the middle, and the runner is being waved around home. The throw home is not going to be in time as Cowlitz gets on the board on the RBI single from Ren Cecil, who advances to second base on the wild throw. And Cowlitz finally breaks through, strings together a couple hits against Solscheider. The manager for Yakima Valley is not happy about something. He's coming out to talk to home plate umpire Tom Purchase. Working from the stretch, the 3-1 is hit up the middle, and the runner is being waved around home. The throw home is not going to be in time as Cowlitz gets on the board on the RBI single from Ren Cecil, who advances to second. 1-0 here in the bottom of the 7th. The umpires are talking right now. Not sure what their discussion is about. Head coach Kyle Christangel came storming out of the dugout and was not happy about something. And then home plate umpire says, "We're going to keep on moving," says Tom Purchase. So Cecil and Salvione switch places. After Salvione scores, Cecil on second. First pitch swinging is Carlos Beltran. It's a slow grounder towards McKinney, who takes care of it himself. But not before Ren Cecil and the Black Bears get on the board here in the bottom of the 7th and lead 1-0 as we head to the top of the 8th.
Hi, this is Mike from Yakima. We've been part of this community for years.
Remember that first time you really hard at first, and kept in forever. That's the thinking behind the Money Builder Share Certificate from private federal credit. We heard that making that first step to saving was a task, so we made it a little easier. With as little as $25, you can save at a rate that is way higher than regular savings rates. And after 18 months, you save less and less. The Money Builder Share Certificate from private credit, federally insured by NCUA.
Noah Imboden goes back out there for the Black Bears, but he goes back out there with a lead. The Black Bears with a 1-0 lead. A huge 2-out RBI single from Ren Cecil. Imboden's way ahead as he's facing the bottom of Yakima Valley's lineup, 7, 8, and 9 here in the 8th. Imboden, the 0-2. It's a chopper at the shortstop, A.J. Singer, who delivers a low throw but dug out nicely by the first baseman, Noah Fields. We'll take another look at that. Noah Fields, great handles at first base, bailing out his teammate, A.J. Singer. So that brings up the number 8 hitter, Zach Blazak. Whole bat with nobody on and 1 away. Imboden, the 0-2. It's a chopper at the shortstop, A.J. Singer, who delivers a low throw but dug out nicely. First baseman, Noah Fields. Here's the 0-1. And that ooper duper finds the strike zone. Noah Imboden's best pitch is that curveball. That goes 11-5. The 0-2 is a blooper up the middle and a diving play by the shortstop, A.J. Singer. That was an awkward little pop-up right up the middle and full extension. A.J. Singer makes the beautiful grab for out number 2. As his pitcher, Imboden, tips his cap to his shortstop. So that brings up Kyle Williamson, the number 9 hitter for Yakima Valley. That goes 11-5. The 0-2 is a blooper up the middle and a diving play by the shortstop, showing off his athleticism. Coach Kyle Crust Angel with a quick meeting with his center fielder. Nobody on here in the top of the 8th inning and 2 outs as Cowlitz took their first lead here in the bottom of the 7th. And Imboden trying to put together a shutout inning after getting the lead. The 0-1, going back to that curveball, is just a bit outside, missing the zone. 1 ball and 1 strike. Shadows really creeping in, making it tough for the hitter. The ball goes from the shade to the sun. Hard to follow out of the hand from the pitcher. It's a 1-2 count to the number 9 hitter. And Imboden takes a deep breath, delivers home. Williamson battles another one. Tomorrow is the series finale. First pitch is scheduled at 1:05. We hope you can join us here at the ballpark. If not, you can watch live on YouTube or listen live on the Cowlitz Black Bears website. And that fastball is upstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody on, and 2 away. The right side of the infield in the sun, the left side in the shade. That high fastball is fouled back and a heads up as a young fan right in front of us gets the ball. The 2-2 from Imboden is low and away. A rare full count that we've seen from Noah Imboden. Both teams with 3 hits, but Yakima Valley with 3 errors tonight. Cowlitz defense has been solid, no errors for them as they lead 1-0. Drop third strike. And no problem for Beltran, who throws it down to Fields. Back-to-back 1, 2, 3 innings for Noah Imboden as he puts up a 0 after Cowlitz takes a 1-0 lead. We'll be right back. That goes 11-5. The 0-2 is a blooper up the middle and a diving play in the last inning. First pitch swinging was Chase Elliott, and he is out down the first base line. We'll show you that replay here in just a minute. So that brings up the number 2 hitter, Sam Canton, who takes strike one. Middle and a diving play in the last inning. And the 0-1 pitch is hit up the middle off the bat of Sam Canton. A 1-out single for the number 2 hitter. His second single of the afternoon. He's now 2 for 4. We have a mound visit and perhaps a pitching change. It looks like it's just going to be a visit for now. There is movement out in Yakima Valley's pen out there beyond left field. A.J. Singer, who made that fantastic play in the top of this inning. Hold out with the man aboard and one away here in the bottom of the 8th. Singer is 1 for 3. He reached on a fielder's choice back in the 6th, and he singled in the 4th. First pitch swinging, and he fouls that back out of play. The sun almost setting out there in left field beyond the foul pole down the line. 1 ball and 1 strike to the shortstop. Singer takes on the outside corner, strike 2. Not too happy with that call. Looked like it was a little bit out. But called strike 2 from Tom Purchase behind the plate. The 1-2 is hit towards the shortstop. 6-4-3 double play for Yakima Valley. And that is a inning-ending double play for Yakima Valley. We head to the last of the 9th. The Cowlitz Black Bears holding on to a slim 1-0 lead. Gear up and show your support for the Cowlitz Black Bears. Check out this year's selection of official Black Bears gear, including shirts, caps, and much more. Stop by the merchandise tent near the main gate on the third base side of the ballpark. You can also shop online at the team store at cowlitzblackbears.com. I took a look at the merchandise before the game. They have blankets, they have sweatshirts, shirts, polos, all kinds of great gear to support your Cowlitz Black Bears. We begin the top of the 9th inning. Noah Imboden looking for his first save and his first opportunity here in the 2023 West Coast League. Mike Woodward is pinch hitting for Yakima Valley's Caleb Milliken. The 1-0 finds the outside corner. Strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Fantastic pitching all game long from the Black Bears. the 1-1. Almost the same spot, but I guess it was just outside. It's going to be 2 balls and 1 strike. It was Bjorn Johnson who started the game for Cowlitz. He put up 5 scoreless innings, and since then it's been in Bowdoin. And there's that curveball that we've seen from in Bowdoin. 2 balls and 2 strikes to the pinch hitter Woodward. And that's in the dirt. Just in case Carlos Beltran tagged him, but he did not swing. As they check down the first base line, Jim Courtney says no, he did not go. So a big at-bat here. The payoff pitch is fouled back. If you're in Bowdoin, you need to attack the zone here and try to get Woodward. You do not want to let the leadoff batter reach here in the 9th, representing the tying run. 3 outs left for Yakima Valley as Woodward just gets a piece of it to stay alive. We got a battle here in the top of the 9th between M. Bowdoin and the pinch hitter Woodward. Who's going to win this battle here in the last of the 9th? The 3-2 hits him. So the leadoff man reaches, representing the tying run for Yakima Valley. We'll have a quick visit as Carlos Beltran goes to talk to M. Bowdoin. For play-by-play action of every Cowlitz Black Bears game all season long, listen to Keto at 1400 AM or 99.1 FM. To listen online, go to cowlitzblackbears.com and click the Listen Live Online link during each game on our homepage. Will be a pinch hitter for Woodward at first base. So a speedy runner now at first for Yakima Valley, representing the tying run here in the top of the 9th. Chris Clement shows bunt, pulls back, and it's called ball 1. And Bowdoin working almost exclusively on the outer part of the plate. We've seen the breaking ball in a couple pitches, but mostly working on the outside of the plate. Checks the runner at first. Clement is showing bunt. And he tries to lay it down, and it goes foul back into the netting. 1 ball and 1 strike. Yakima Valley trying to get the tying run into scoring position. Trying to play some small ball here. As Coach Crust Angels putting down the signs in the third base coaching box. 1 ball and 1 strike. Showing bunt and pulls back and takes ball 2. We had high drama in last night's game. The tying run was in scoring position for Cowlitz. They were trailing 6-3 heading into the 9th. They were able to get it to 6-4, bring the tying run into scoring position, but they were unable to complete the comeback. They fell on opening night, final score 6-4, and more drama here for game 2. The 2-1 pitch is laid down the first base line. The first baseman, Noah Fields, throws it to the covering Ren Cecil at first base, and that's a successful sacrifice bunt laid down by Chris Clement. The tying run now in scoring position for Yakima Valley with 1 out here in the top of the 9th. As Coach Kelly Stinnett comes out, we'll see if he makes a change here with the runner on second, and he will. We will introduce the new pitcher right after this.
I like to think of myself as a
safe with Lashwag tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
On great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears.
Welcome back. We are in the top of the ninth. The Black Bears holding on to a slim 1-0 lead. There is one out. Runner on second base. Yakima Valley was hit by a pitch to lead off the inning. That allowed the leadoff runner to reach. And then a sacrifice bunt laid down by Chris Clement. And that's where we are now. Runner in scoring position representing the tying run for the Pippins. First pitch swinging is Ryan McKinney, and that's fouled beyond Yakima Valley's dugout. The new pitcher, Jace Schuler, pitches right here. He's on his home field at Lower Columbia College. The right-hander is 6'3", 180 pounds. He's working all the way on the first base side of the rubber, as far as you can get. Checks back at the runner. The 0-1 fastball just above the belt. It's called a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike. Ren Cecil close to second base. That's keeping the pinch runner close at second as well. Cecil gets back in position as the pitch is delivered, and that's called strike 2 on the outside corner at the knees. So Schuler ahead, 1 ball and 2 strikes. He's searching for a strikeout here or some kind of out to keep the runner at second base. A long look in from Schuler. He and Beltran, the battery, on the same page. Checks back at the runner, and time is called. And it looks like it's going to be a pitch clock violation on the pitcher, so it's going to be 2 balls and 2 strikes. It's the first pitch clock violation we've seen this season. It comes in game 2 of the season. There is no physical clock in any of the ballparks, so it's up to the umpire's discretion when to start that clock. The 2-2 is fouled back. That rule was implemented this year. The rule is based off the NCAA rule and not the Major League Baseball rule. 2 balls and 2 strikes to the number 3 hitter, Ryan McKinney. The 2-2 misses by a hair. to load up the count. 3 balls and 2 strikes. We've had a great couple of games here to start the season. We're expecting another great one tomorrow afternoon. Hope you can join us at the ballpark for the series finale. The 3-2 is fouled, and it will get into the stands. It looked like that was going to be a ball, but Ryan McKinney protecting the strike zone and battling off anything close. As McKinney is 0 for 3, he's looking for his first hit. His last time up in the 6th, he struck out swinging. He awaits the 3-2 from Schuler. And a payoff pitch, breaking ball hits him. So now the tying run in scoring position at second and the go-ahead run aboard on first. It was Noah and Bowden that started this inning. After he hit the batter and the sacrifice bunt, he was taken out, and Jace Schuler was inserted. Now batting is the number 4 hitter, C.J. Coiler, who has a double back in the 4th and a couple of strikeouts. He is 1 for 3. Righty on righty matchup. Schuler with the long pause. He delivers home. First pitch swinging is hit into right field. Chase Elliott all the way at the line, tracks it down. The runner advances, and he goes to second base, and that will end the game. A base running mistake by Ryan McKinney ends the game as Cowlitz wins the pitching duel here in Game 2 to even up the series. Final score 1-0. We'll take another. Schuler with the long pause. He delivers home. First pitch swinging is hit into right field. Chase Elliott all the way at the line, tracks it down. The runner advances, and he goes to second base, and that will end it to get the runner at second base to end the game. Tomorrow afternoon is the rubber match between these two teams. The last time these two teams played during the 2021 season, they went 3-3 during the season, with the home team winning each of those games. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Join us tomorrow for the series finale against the Pippins. First pitch is scheduled for 1:05. Thanks to Madison and Mika, I'm Joey Senna saying so long from Longview.